Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya and today's video is going to be another bag swap for me. However, where I initially started, I think I only did it twice, where I initially started to do a bag swap, one bag per week, because that's what I tend to do. I don't sort of swap out my bags often per week, and I don't always match my outfit to my bag or vice versa. Time got away from me and I ended up using my Mulberry Meadow, small meadow bag for about 3 weeks before I actually bought the beautiful Alexa that I shared with you in my previous video. So today's video is going to be me talking about moving out of the Mulberry into the Alexa, but today, as I'm speaking, it is Sunday the 9th, 10th of May, and it is Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to those of you who celebrate Mother's Day, and if not, happy Sunday. But we're going to be going out for lunch with my side of the family and my kids, and I'm going to wear this one here today. I've used it once before, went out with a friend into the city one evening and it was fine, but I'm going to use it again today. We're going to this beautiful little country style pub, and I'm going to see how it works for me, so to speak. But let me talk you through the two bags. I have already cheated because it is a week after I shared my Alexa with you and I've been using it for a week, but I didn't have the time and the lighting and everything else to actually show and record me moving out of the Mulberry into the Alexa. So let's get on with it. So here we have the Mulberry Alexa, which is this gorgeous little bag that I've been using for the last, well, aside from this existing week, about 3 weeks, and it's a great bag. It's really comfortable, it's easy to use. It's not so much a one-handed open the zipper type of bag, but I'll explain that. And then once I actually showed you this and picked this up last Sunday, I pretty much moved into it straight away, and as you can see, it's like decked out already, and yeah, it's also another not one hand operation bag, but I'm not going to do a review of this one. I'm just going to show you and talk a little bit about this one here, because some people have been interested in the Mulberry Meadow, and then I'm going to move these things that I have in here into that one there and see what I have to do to rejig things. Okay, so here we have, I've just put my things back into it. So here we have the bag that I've been using for about 3 weeks non-stop. It is in the beautiful, I think it's black cherry or dark cherry color. It's a beautiful grained leather. As you can see, it's got the lovely silver foiling. It has 2 long shoulder length straps, and it sits really comfortably on the shoulder. Occasionally one of them would slip off, but I just did that little hack where you slip the outside one under the other one and then it would stay in place as it proceeds to drop. Anyway, let's ignore that. So inside the bag, I pretty much used it honestly, and these are all the things that I've had in it for the last few weeks. Like I said, the beauty of this bag is the inside is this most beautiful soft suede. I don't know if the suede has been treated and softened, or maybe it's a type of microfiber. I'm not entirely sure, but it feels smooth. It's very different. It's more smooth than a real raw suede finish, but anyway, whatever, I don't care. It feels beautiful inside. So what do I have in there? I have an envelope because I did some tutoring during the week. I have my 2 usuals. Nothing that I show you now will be different. And I still haven't moved out of this, and I keep saying it in every video. I just have to do it. Okay, I started to, and I've got like my box of the SLG I was going to move into, and then I was distracted weeks ago and I just never did it again. But anyway, these are the 2 main SLGs that I use non-stop and I carry with me all the time. I have my Louis Vuitton clay. You can see it's getting quite used and loved and battered. You got to use your things, you know. This is the beautiful newspaper print, large corner zip wristlet, which was very, very kindly gifted to me by Rachel from Bag Babes Coterie, and it's beautiful. It's the large one, and I love the outlet corner wristlets because of the corner feature here with the zip. I love them. So anyway, there's that, and this is full. It's got stuff in it, and I sort of position them strategically so that they are standing up so that it seems a little bit more slim. We'll see how this looks in that, or if I have to change it. And then I just have, as per usual, extra paper and tissues. So let me just remove those. Oh, and a little lip thing. So inside the bag, it's quite lovely because although it does sort of seem to collect a bit of dust, and that's tissue down that side, it's a beautiful bag because it's very soft. It's easy to use. There's that one slip pocket that it comes with, but I didn't use that. I didn't put anything in it. It's just got the cards in it. The bag itself is really soft and pliable. There are no feet. The back side has the same shape and look as the front. I don't know what happened though, but in the time that I was using it, I think I pressed something against it or something, maybe the folder in my drawer at work where I put my bag, something pressed in. So I have a little indentation just there. But you know, when you know it's there, you can see it. But when you don't, you sort of like don't see it, but it picks up some light sometimes. It's not an actual hole or scratch or anything. It's just something that pressed in, and it probably was my folder at work. I think I did it without thinking. It has the gold, not gold, it has the silver hardware. And when I used this bag, I left it open the whole time. And the reason for that is because even though it has this extra leather strip here on the top, it's not easy to use. And even if you wanted to say, fold the strip out, it's also not really entirely functional simply because it gives it an awkward shape. See, like that? One side can come undone. It's got like a funny sort of like hook shape here. That can come undone. I don't really know what the point of that is, to have one end that can unhook and the other one that is fixed. And it is actually fixed. It's riveted in. And because of that, when you're wearing the bag and using it, if you want to do this quick sort of thing, like lose my balance, if you want to do this quick maneuver where you unzip it and get what you need to get, you're not going to be able to do it because that strip, and it's probably like a protective strip of the zip to keep the zip covered, which is probably a security thing. Because of that strip, you can't use the bag one-handed. So when I used my bag, I was careful, of course, but I had it unzipped the whole time. So there was someone who asked a question about this bag a little while ago about that flap. And in all honesty, it hasn't been a problem for me to use, but that's because I've obviously left the bag open the whole time. So that's this bag. I loved it. Still smells like leather. It's a beautiful bag. It's a beautiful color. I recommend it. It's a great bag. It's a one size only, so it's not like you have versatility to use another strap or change things around or anything like that. It is very much just a shoulder bag, but I actually liked it for that reason. So I did have it decked out with some charms and things like that, but I've since sort of moved them on. And this is the charm that has that lovely jade and silver combination that Mum bought me many years ago. But anyway, so that's the Mulberry Meadow. It's a beautiful quality. Mulberry leather truly is beautiful. Honestly, it really is beautiful, and I'm really happy with this bag. And every time I wore it to work, my colleagues would say, wow, that's a beautiful bag. Especially one colleague, she'd look at it and she'd say, it's so beautiful. And it is. It's really beautiful to look at, and it's so functional. You know, despite this, if it doesn't bother you, will these ends kick out? Probably eventually, but maybe gives it a little bit of a, bit of a flare, I guess. And this one here probably will stay a little bit more flat. I suppose it all comes down to how much you stuff the bag and what you use in it. And every now and then, you could always just maneuver this and fold it in a little bit, sort of to tame it back into shape, because it's leather and leather usually responds. So that's something that maybe you could do. See, already it's a little bit flatter. So that's the Mulberry Meadow. It's a very soft bag, but highly recommend. Then I have this bag here that I have been using for the past week, and I actually decorated it with that beautiful little pocket watch charm. I think the name of it is the bungee cord clock charm, and that's from an Australian store called Mimco. Love it. Have received many compliments on that. It's cute. So I'm glad I chose this brown color because I knew it would match with a lot. This is a cute little charm that I showed in an older video, probably about 3 3 or 4 months ago of a whole lot of really cheap and cheerful charms that I purchased from Kmart, not knowing at the time, some of you probably know, but not knowing at the time that this is a dupe for the Bottega Veneta sort of leather keychain, hook thing, charm thing, whatever you want to call it, right? So yes, I've enjoyed putting the browns on the browns on the browns. I quite like that. The other one that I have used a little bit but doesn't sit always comfortably is my little bunch of grapes from Oracle. This is how the bag looks, and it's heavy. If you're the type of person that does not like a heavy bag, I do not recommend you buy this bag because the bag itself has some weight. And then of course, if you put things in it, it adds more weight. Now I've just shown you what I carried in my Mulberry, my Mulberry Meadow. I'm getting all caught up. I have exactly the same things. I've just put them into this bag. Notice what I'm doing. I'm going to talk about that. They're exactly the same things here in this bag, like that. And it's a happy mess. They're exactly the same. The only difference is I have a Tide pen in here, which my friend bought from Amazon because we don't have these in Australia, so we have to buy them from overseas. And she kindly gave to me. I also have a few extra tissues and receipts and papers in there. Now, this bag, I love it, and it is a heavy bag, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind if the bag is heavy, only because I like to feel my bag on me. You know what I mean? Now, I mentioned earlier that I couldn't use the Meadow bag one-handed. Same thing with this. This one here. Now, you can just do the postman's lock, and it's quite solid, and it will hold the bag. If you lift the bag by its handle, you do get that nice slouch. I worry about adding pressure if I do that only. So I do make sure that they just, and the beauty of this is that they sort of find themselves. Because the magnets are strong, they just find themselves. So that's already connected, and that's already connected, and I didn't actually do it. When you connect the magnets, the bag sits a little bit better. It's still got that nice dip, but the bag does sit a little bit better, and I feel like it's a tad more secure. Now, I have it set on the shortest setting, and I have been wearing it as a long shoulder bag. Now, in my previous video where I shared this bag with you and showed it and unboxed it, I had lost some footage of me trying it on and showing it on. So let me just fix my top. Here we go. Hopefully this time we'll get it right. Now, I've got, work on the top, party on the bottom with my track pants. But anyway, this is how I've been wearing it for this past week. I've just been using it as a long shoulder bag, and I like that look. The strap is nice because it's not thick, so it doesn't slip off, like some thick straps tend to do. Well, on my shoulders anyway. The strap is fine. Because the bag's got weight to it, the strap doesn't move around, it stays in place. I have even, in a pinch, worn it crossbody on the same setting. Now, because I'm short, I have a short torso as well and short legs. I'm just short. I have been able to wear it crossbody, and there was a time this week when I had to carry a lot of things, so I just wore it crossbody because it was much easier and more functional. Now, this is what I mean about not being a one-handed use bag. So if you're at the shops or something, or you're holding something, you need to get something out, you can do this, but you have to pull really hard to disconnect the magnets because they are strong, or you just have to go through this process of pulling both of those, what are these called? These belt and buckle straps in order to open up and do what you have to do, right? Once you've got that flap up, no problems. You can do that. You can get what you need. You can look down. You can open up. You can feel your way around. Now, part of me is thinking maybe if I were to get an organizer, it might help, possibly, but I don't want to lose that slouch. So that's sort of like one of my critiques in a way of the bag. But because I'm happy with the bag overall, I don't mind that I have to do that. The other thing that I've noticed, and maybe I should come up. The other thing that I've noticed is sometimes it's hard to connect the postman's lock if there's not much in the bag. So that's something to keep in mind, but that's also common for the mini size. So let me tell you an interesting story. During the week, I received a message from the woman that I bought the bag from, and she said, "Tanya, how are you? I hope you're enjoying your Alexa." I said, "I sure am." And she said, "I just went on to buy another Alexa." I said, "What?" But she bought a smaller one. I put a photo of it here. It is beautiful. It's like a dark dark green in their glossed leather. They have like a glazed, glossy leather, but it's not patent. And that is beautiful. And she got that one for a top price too. You know what? If I'd seen that before I saw this, I probably would have bought that too. I still would have bought this one, but I would have bought that one too. Wow. I tell you what, if you're going to buy Mulberry and Alexas, if you can, buy them on the pre-love market, because the prices, they're fantastic. But the one that she bought is like next level gorgeous. And I said, okay, well, if ever you get sick of it and you want to pass it on, I'm here. And it's more of the color that I would wear too. It's like, it's not that green. It's like a deep, 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 dark black green, you know? Anyway, that's by the by. So that's how I've been using it for this past week, and I love it. And I'm not going to be getting out of this. I'm going to give myself another week in this bag. I love these oversized big bag looks, and I love the idea of just like grabbing it and doing this. I love that look. It's just, I know it looks very deliberate and it looks very curated to do this type of thing, but sometimes you just grab something and do it. Whereas if I were to have a smaller bag, one of these, I can't really hold it like that. You know what I mean? But this is a look. It's a look. And the brown on brown on brown, I'm here for it. I'm just here for it. Now, what I'm going to be wearing today is a pair of dark denim, just this simple black knit, a heel of some kind, and I'm going to be using, well, not this one, but the beaded one behind me. But if it wasn't a special outing day, I would have been using this with it, because as much as it's black and brown, they say you shouldn't mix them, whatever. I don't care. I do what I want. It still looks it looks beautiful. And when you see me looking at the screen, I'm not looking at myself. I'm actually looking at the bag while I'm speaking because it's so pretty. Now this handle, oh my God, it's been so nice to touch, and it feels substantial, and you can feel the texture and you can feel the thickness. Oh, seriously, I love this bag. Okay, now part 3. I'm going to use this one today. And I love this bag, and I went to a lot of trouble to get it. And at first I thought it was not going to be possible, that I wasn't going to access it. And then Shopbop, and I'll link the video below where I tell the story about this, but Shopbop did me dirty the first time, and then they did me dirty the second time with the way it arrived. It was terrible. But anyway, whatever. It's okay. It's all fine. This is the Beaded Snake Tabby. Snake Beaded Tabby, I don't know, whatever. And it is gorgeous, and the detail on this bag is truly beautiful. Now in the day you don't get as much of the effect of the glistening of the beads, but wow, it's stunning. Such a beautiful bag. The only thing I notice is I feel like this chain, it's got weight, but it feels a bit hollow. I know they're supposed to be hollow, but it just feels a little bit cheap as well. But like, it's got weight, but it just feels a tad cheap. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to be wearing it today with either the short black strap or this, just on my shoulder, on my black jeans, and that's going to look fine. It's going to look fine. Okay. So now let me open up. I'm going to take out all the stuffing and put those things in my bag and see how it looks. Okay. I've put it together off camera, but I'll show you. I probably wouldn't put these things, or this one in particular, in this bag. And as much as, look at that, it looks like it's going to tear, but it's not. It's beautiful soft leather. And that's why I also want to be careful. It does close. It's quite malleable. I don't tend to like concertina type bags, but this is really just one sort of, well, it's 2 spaces, you know, but this is not overly stretched. So inside there, I wish they wouldn't put those dividers in the tabbies. Like, why, Coach? What's the point? And then they've got this little thing here. It's on the inside here, you know. There's this other little slip pocket there. Like, unless you're putting literally just papers, there's nothing you can put in there as well as everything else. So I could get away with it. Definitely. There's no reason why not. But I'm going to try and put something thinner. Obviously, I won't be able to put everything that's in here into a smaller one. But I'll try with the mini pochette, and then I'll try with the smaller zip, corner zip. Now, in here, I have my clipper, charger, just to sort of see what's here. I do have 3 lip products. I don't need to have 3 lip products, and they're all the same color. So I'll just choose one, and had to put those down. Then I also have just a little mini perfume. I have my Quick Ease, because with hormonal change, there are body changes. So this just helps a little bit with that, you know, that horrible feeling of heartburn TMI, sorry. And I have an eyeliner. Probably don't need to carry it with me, but anyway, that's not going to be a deal breaker. And then I have, actually this is empty, I can throw it out now, my headache tablets, which I have to take some because I've got a headache. Just using my little Basquiat corner zip wristlet. In there I have just put a lip oil, my charger, the clipper hook, the quickies, and that little perfume. And for today only, that's all I'm going to need. So, let's see, does that close? Yes. Maybe I'll use a thinner lipstick. But anyway, that's fine. And that's going to fit better in the bag. The bag, just the back pocket is a little bit less full. And I could even move things around so that I have my two sort of like card wallet things that I use all the time. There's the smaller wristlet, and there is my clay. My phone will be beside me on the table or in my pocket. So yes, it would fit in here. I'm currently using it. It's a Samsung S22 Plus, so it's quite slim. But that's what this is going to look like. Now, all of these bags do get that sort of dip in the middle. It just happens. It didn't have that with the taller wristlet, interestingly enough, but I think that's what gives it the charm. So here we have the chain tabby beaded, and I'm going to wear this on jeans, and I'll have my little jacket, little black jacket as well, because it's quite cold here in Melbourne. We're getting into winter. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I won't use this for the week. Maybe I'll bring it into work tomorrow to show a couple of my work colleagues because they want to see it up close. Because remember, this was not available in Australia. So it's really nice. Really, really nice. Let's not look at my back fat. So there we go. So I hope you found this video interesting and or useful. And if not, please do let me know. But it was a bag swap times 2 in a way. I did cheat with the Mulberry because I did move into it without doing it with you, but I gave you like a minor mini review of what I think of it. And this one here is what I'm going to use for the day. And then I will probably give you an update on what I think of this. A lot of other people on YouTube have already done reviews of this bag and everything, but I'm always going to be a little bit behind because we get things a lot later than people do overseas in the Northern Hemisphere especially, or in the Asia region. That's just the way it is. I am going to be doing a Coach haul very soon. I have a few things to share with you because I've just been sort of spendy lately, and that's something that I wanted to do, and I'm okay with it because I work hard, so I allow myself these things. So anyway, I hope this has been interesting. Like I said, as always, I look forward to reading your comments. Take care, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Ciao. Okay, now I'm gonna head over to the shops, buy some flowers for Mum, and then I'm gonna later on go over and pick up my kids from all their various places and have Mother's Day together. So I hope you have a lovely day.